Hello and welcome back to Made by Lynne and the Lekker podcast, episode 5. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching the previous episodes. And if you are a new viewer, welcome. You can find me on Ravelry as Lady Lynne, on Instagram as Made by Lynne, and on Facebook as Made by Lynne as well. I also have a website, but more about that a bit later. So I'm recording this on the 9th of August in South Africa. That is our celebration day for Women's Day. So I want to dedicate this episode to all the amazing women I know, especially in the crafting community, yarn, knitting, crochet world. And my cat is busy climbing into a paper bag from my acquisitions. Maybe I must remove that quick before she makes a lot of noise. Alright, crisis averted. Paper bag is gone. No hectic sounds. We'll continue. Alright, so there's really big news. I'm so excited because the Heritage Cowl pre-pack was launched about more than a week ago on both Ravelry as well as my website. And I want to thank each and everyone that has bought the pattern so far. It is my first pattern, it's a debut pattern, and honestly with each sale I'm having a celebration dance in the house. The first one was a lady from Mpumalanga. I will not expose her name, but you just made my day that day because that was my first sale, and I was running downstairs screaming at my husband, I made a sale. And so yeah, I just want to thank each and every one of you. It really makes a difference, because it feels so amazing that there's people that really would love to start the Heritage Cowl with us, the crochet along. So the crochet along the Heritage Cowl, this is one of the blankets I have. This is my other blanket, my testing blanket. We're going to start the cowl. The first week will start on this coming Friday, 13th of August. It will be a 6-week cowl. And each week I will send you on Ravelry or either on my website via email the next part of the pattern. So included in that pattern is, even in the pre-pack already, which is already out, there's information about this type of stitches I will be using, how you will do that. There's even video tutorials available on the pattern. And then for the first 3 weeks, there's video tutorials together with the pattern and some photo tutorials within the pattern as well. So I hope that will give you a lot of assistance, but if there's any problems, you can always contact me and I will assist as far as I can. And I also want to pay a tribute to the amazing testers I had on this journey. They tested the blanket beginning of December already. You know the story about what my family's been going through. So they tested in December, January already, and those testing blankets were already done by that time. So to Almarie, my friend, to Lynn from Crochet Classes Cape Town, and to Rebecca from Yarn Stash Collections, thank you so much for testing the blanket and taking time and all the valuable inputs. I will add some photos here so that you can have a look at those 3 testing blankets. And then also a big thanks to my neighbor Nimi, who has edited my pattern, and also to Marianna from Sweetcrochetdreams that tech edited my pattern as well. I really would not have been able to give out a pattern the way I did without all of these people's contributions. And then also lastly, I want to thank my husband and my daughter. My husband is amazing. We've been working the whole weekend, and my cat Katie is now sniffing all the yarn that I've put on the floor here so that I can show you all the things. Anyway, I have been working so hard together with my husband, editing all the video tutorials that I've shot for the blankets, for the Heritage Cowl, and for my daughter. You know, it's really a family thing. They all assist. My daughter makes the thumbnail for this podcast, and me and my husband sit and edit. So I really feel so blessed. I'm really a blessed woman on Women's Day. Alright, so I brought along my rooibos tea. I told you about this in my first episode. It's typical South African drink, a tea from our Fynbos, and it's really delicious and so healthy. And hopefully I will not do the same than I do with other episodes where I forgot about my drink and then it's cold afterwards. All right. Yo, what is that? You see, now my cat is here. All right, today my cat is going to bring havoc to the table. She wants to participate in full force. All right, so Mom is back at home after she had her epileptical seizures and being in hospital for more than almost 3 weeks. So she's at home recovering. She's very, very tired. The adjustment of having to have the balance with the epileptical medicine to be just enough for her. It really tires her out, but she's a-okay. She just needs a lot of rest. And then I've also had a mini breakaway together with my sister-in-law that also turned 40. We are friends before we were even family, so it was lovely to be having a getaway with her and exploring some wildlife resorts or a resort and seeing some amazing animals. It was really truly a blessing. So I had a mini breakaway that was just awesome, and it feels like winter is almost starting to slip away. It's getting a little bit warmer in Bloem and I just love it. Alright, so then I want to also thank Sunbird Crochet. Sunbird Crochet is on Instagram and she also has a YouTube channel. She's from Germany, I believe. And Claudia, you see, here's my cat. Say hi. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. This is Katie, and she really wants to participate today in the podcast. Come. Today I brought with me some notes because last episode I forgot about a few things that I wanted to show you, and so this time I thought it will be necessary for me to have a list of things, and Katie just want to be on my lap. Anyway, so I want to thank Claudia. I don't even know how she got hold of the channel and the Lekker podcast, and she absolutely gave me such a great shout out on her channel, which was really another celebration dance for me. She's really awesome. You have to look at her channel, Sunbird Crochet Podcast, the Sunbird Crochet Podcast, and she also designed patterns, and she loves to crochet and to do designs with cowls. And she also have a lot of, let me say, patterns that is connected to South Africa. I believe she's been here staying for a while in South Africa, in Cape Town. So she has like a cowl pattern called the Cape Townian cowl, the cowl of good hope, and so forth. And so please just also give her a shout out and go have a look at her podcast. She did one recently where she was dancing with different moves while she is winding yarn on the yarn winder and the swift. It's hilarious, a whole exercise video. I thought it was just hilarious. So, but thank you, Claudia, you really made my day. Alright, so what am I wearing? I am wearing a finished object. Let me show you. This is the cowl I started. I can't even remember when. And the last time we spoke, I was there. This is one of my now I can't think, stitch markers. And the pattern is from YarnCreations on their website. It's a free pattern, and the mini set cowl. It was designed for the mini sets that they had. And I also used one of the yarns. Let me show you the label. So this I actually bought for my daughter to knit her some socks. And then remember the story about Lynne, my friend from Crochet Classes Cape Town, where I just had to grab those needles and do something with it. And so instead I used the yarn for the cowl. So this is a Klub base from YarnCreations. It's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon base. It's a 3-ply sock weight. 400 grams, you get 350 meters, not millimeters, meters. And honestly, I love this. And being away in the wild, on the wild reserve where we were doing game drives very early, I realized having merino things, sheep, wool, shawls, socks is a plus, is really a must. So I'm going to be knitting all the socks to get myself more than one pair, and I will be having more things for my neck as well. And I'm also thinking about knitting some mittens or fingerless gloves, or gloves even, with merino wool, but on a later stage. You know, I'm a new knitter, so I am doing things slow. Anyway, so this is my first finished object. Alright, so yeah, so lovely. I haven't even washed or blocked it at all. I am just wearing it already. And my cat is back. Okay. Can I just see this, please? Because otherwise I'm going to forget. Alright, and then the other thing that I made within 2 nights' time, my sister-in-law told me, you need to have a beanie, because we're going to do game drives early mornings. And I don't have beanies. I do have, but I wanted to really make. I have, I think, one that's like a childish beanie, like a playful beanie, and then I have other beanie which is a bit too tight. And then I thought, no, let me just crochet one. And you know, my favorite pattern for beanie is Tina's Mr. Beanie. That's my all-time favorite. It's my go-to pattern. I love that pattern. So here is my beanie. And this I just love. I love how the color combination came out. Right? It's so pretty. And it was such a joy. So I used bamboo 4-ply knit yarn from Blue Label Yarns and Crafts. And then I also used Ecofusion Nurturing Fibers Ecofusion, sorry. The Ecofusion, the rose colorway. And together these two yarns just makes the most exquisite beanies. This is what I do for gifts. Yes, so that is another finished object. Alright, then I have a half finished object from, remember I showed you the Fynbos sock box from Knotty Habit, so I started it. This is my half finished object. Isn't it just beautiful? Look at this mini stripes. It really is beautiful. You can see I'm still, well, it's not blocked yet, so maybe it will. I've just quickly put it on the blocker from Knotty Habit. They knock your socks off blockers. You can find it on Knotty Habit's website, and look at the purple. It's really wonderful. It's the first time I'm doing different colors on the heel flap, heel turn, and the socks. So that was a new technique. And what do? I rush to YouTube and I check Crazy Sock Lady's tutorial on how to do that. So this is quite fun. So this is my half finished object. So I'm busy with that. I'm keeping it in my yarn project bag, my project bag from Knotty Habit. I told you the last time that she gives this bag when you have purchased more than 3 boxes of her sock box, or sock box or the yarn box from her Klub. And then I got the spin as well. So I am busy with the next sock, and I'm past the heel flap and the heel turn, and I'm busy decreasing so that I can just do normal knitting. So it's a lot of decreases going on. But honestly, with this sock, I don't know what happened. I made a lot of mistakes. I was busy on the ribbing and I lost stitches, and I'm still a new knitter, so I struggle when I lose stitches, especially when it's a lot. Then I freak out especially in the ribbing, I don't know how to turn it from the to pull. So it's really, you can see there I made a mistake there. I don't know if you can see. There's a mistake. And then when I was doing the heel turn last night, I don't know what I did. There's a hole in my heel turn. Somewhere stitches slipped out as well. But I found the stitch, which is the culprit, and I'm going to fasten it from the back. So here's the problem. But I will do something. I will probably phone Adele. If you don't know Adele, I'm going to talk about Adele a bit later. But Adele is like a fundu. She is amazing. So I will probably contact Adele and ask her, Adele, please help me. She's amazing. She's got amazing knowledge. Anyway, alright, so that is one of my whips, which is also a half finished object. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, then my second whip. Katie, please get off because I can't do everything. There you go. My second whip is a long time friend, even before the podcast started. It is my husband's Thule blanket. Honestly, I wanted to be more further along than I was the last time that you guys saw me, but it wasn't the case. I cannot take this blanket with me when I travel. It's just too heavy. So I do it at home, and when I was at home I was doing my beanie and I was knitting the socks and there's a bit, and it's a very wide blanket, so it takes really a lot of time. But since you last saw me, this is how far I came. Not a lot. This is also one of my stitch markers, but this is where I was the last time that you saw me. Alright, so this pattern is also from Tina, the mosaic crochet queen, I call her. She's just marvelous. She's amazing. She's an inspiration to me. She was the reason why I wanted to design my own pattern. Tina, you're amazing. So this, I still need a few rows on this one, and I'm using Raisa's, no, I'm lying. I'm using Kismet yarns, the Raisa 100% pure cotton. Alright, so hopefully in about 2 months' time I will be done with this blanket. My husband has been waiting for it since last year. Alright, then the next whip I have is my father's blanket. Everything is falling out of the bag. Alright, so this is one of the acquisitions that I got as a gift. All the things I'm going to show you a bit later is still part of my birthday month of July, where I turned 40, and I was gifted money and some gifts, and with all the money I bought yarn. So I should actually have cake today with me because it's still celebration of my birthday, right? But anyway, one of the gifts, which I will show you about a little bit more as well, is my dear friend Anelle. She sent me this package. I didn't know what to expect, and when I opened it up, there was 3 project bags which she has made, as well as a crochet hook roll. And I mean, if you're an Afrikaans speaking person, you will just love this. This is just, and I use all the bags. I'm going to show you the others a bit later. So this is the small bag, and her company's name is Stitched. And she is super talented. In fact, the cup I have today, she engraved this cup a few years back for me as well. I don't know if you can read there. Always wear your invisible crown. Yeah. She just knows me. No, and now this is just wonderful. Alright, so let me show you the bag first, because I was freaking out before I show you the whip. So this is the bag. Right? Look there, all the Afrikaans words. Krimp, varkie. Oh, it is just to die for. And then on the inside. And what I love is she stitched in this so that I can put my stitch markers on here. I don't know if you can see that. So I didn't use it in this one, but I do use it in the others. It is so lovely. So this project of mine is staying in here. The yarn I'm using is from a freak yarn. It's the kits they have for the waiting blanket. So I'm busy with the waiting blanket, and I call this my father's blanket. If you watched my previous episodes, you will know why. And let me show you all the, I'm using a 4.5mm hook. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, I don't think it's showing up really, but anyway, just look at this. Oh my goodness, I just love that dark navy blue. It is beautiful. So this goes with me when I like in the car, doctor's appointment, on the aeroplane. This is my go-to project. I just love to do this. The waiting blanket was designed by Raw Rustic on Instagram. And just look at this beautiful one. I think this is where I was the last time. I don't even know how many blocks I did before when we spoke the last time. So you have to make 12 blocks if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this is my web. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks done. So I still need a few more. 8 blocks to go still. All right. Then the next whip is actually also a finished object. Remember I was busy with Moya's or Afrique yarns. A doctor a day keeps, no, a doctor a day, what was the pattern's name? A block a day keeps the doctor awake out. That was during our level 4 lockdown that they've released 2 sets of blocks. I bought the first set of blocks patterns. So you have 9 days of blocks that was sent to you every day. So I finished those 9 blocks. And I'm keeping it in my float tote from Knitty Natty. I call this my African float tote. This is my darning needle. I just love this float tote from Knitty Natty. This is just amazing. Anyway, let me show you. So I told you the last time, or asked you the last time, what would you make with those 9 blocks? So I don't think you'll be able to guess what I'm making, but here is all my blocks. It's so pretty, right? I don't even know if I will be able to show you all the blocks. Here's a Moya stitch marker. I was busy with this block the last time we spoke. Isn't this pretty? Table mountain and a table car. Look at this one, dragonflies. Oh, it's just exquisitely beautiful. So I used all the browns and pinks from both Moya yarns and Nurturing Fibers. Right, so I used, I love the bamboo cotton mix yarns. It's one of my favorites. So I used Eco Fusion from Nurturing Fibers, and together with Moya Shimmer, which is also a bamboo cotton yarn. Both are just wonderful to work with. So I used those 2 types of yarns, creating this piece, and I'm going to make myself a summer top. So let me just remember what is going on here, because I stitch all the blocks together. This is now the outside, or the inside that you see, right? But maybe I must not give it away. Maybe I will show you the next time. But I am busy making a summer wearable, a summer top. So that is what I am doing. So this will be like a summer top, almost like this. Then I will crochet pieces here. It will have pointy points at the bottom. I think it will just be a beautiful piece. So that is what I'm doing with my 9 blocks. And all 9 is in here. I have not added another block. So that is just awesome. All right. This is my 4th whip. Then my last whip, and this was one of the things I forgot about in the last episode. I bought patterns and I forgot to tell you about those. So I bought the pattern of Sweetcrochetdreams. You know I love her patterns. Let me show you the Namakwa ripple cowl. From Sweetcrochetdreams. I bought another pattern of hers, but I will tell you about that also. And this is also in my friend's bag, stitched. If she is going to have a shop up, I will be the first to let you know, because you will love her things. So there it is again, stitched. All Afrikaans words typical of South Africa, the words that we just love. And then again, the stripy insides. Again, with the stitch marker thingy. Let me show you closer. I just love this. Anyway, so I'm busy with that project. And I'm using Knotty Habit yarn for this. So I'm using Knotty Habit's light fingering 4-ply superwash 100% merino. This is the yarn. This is called Rock Art. I don't know if you can see there nicely. It's beautiful. It has browns, blues. It's really pretty. And then I'm using the mini Kaiso minis from Knotty Habit as well. Let me show you maybe these two. Isn't that just gorgeous? So it's a navy and like a brown color. Let me put them together. Alright, so let me show you how far I am. And Mrs. Knotty was so amazing. She assisted me with choosing the colors. She knew I wanted the rock art, and oh, she's just amazing. Alright, so here is the start of the cowl. I love this. It's so pretty. It's really, really pretty. So nice to work with. Such a lovely pattern, easy, not a lot of thinking. I love those type of pieces or craft work. Alright, so this is all my whips. So let me talk about all the things that was gifted to me. Alright, first, I forgot last time to talk about the Namakwa ripple cowl, as well as the Riptide shawl. No, the Riptide wrap. I will put a photo in here. Also from Sweetcrochetdreams. I bought those two patterns. Marianna had she also had a birthday in July, and she had a great discount when you do two. I can't remember now how it worked, but I bought two patterns for the price of one or something like that. So I just had to get the Riptide wrap as well, which is a future project, definitely. And yes, so that's the one thing I got. Then also crochet sea glass tee, the pattern from Woolen Pine Designs. That pattern was released as a pre-release with information, and then the pattern dropped on 4th of August, I believe. So there was a knitting pattern out from Woolen Pine Designs with this method, and then she created the crochet pattern, and it's just beautiful. I want to use all my merino leftover yarn at some point and do a sweet crochet sea glass tee for myself using all my leftovers. Yes, a scrappy project. So that is something for the future, because I don't have so many scrappies already. So I'm working on that. So I'm having leftovers. That's awesome. I love that. All right. And then I spoke to Adele from YarnCreations a while back. I had an issue actually with my way that I knit, and I wanted her advice. And then I spoke to her also about, I have this desire to really knit myself a sweater. Anyway, You just have to go and watch Adele's YarnCreations podcast. She is full of experienced wisdom and technicalities galore. She's really a wizard. Especially the way that she talks about the projects that she makes and how she makes changes so that it suits her body. She's really brilliant, and you should watch her because technically you will benefit so much from her podcast. So please go and have a look at her podcast and give her a shout out and support her as well. She's also from South Africa, so that's so awesome. And she's amazing because she really likes to give out or to assist and sharing her knowledge. So that is why I said previously I'm going to talk to Adele because I need to understand what I did with that hole in my sock. If I'm not able to mend it myself, then I will definitely speak with her. And then I asked her about a nice sweater pattern that is for me as a newbie knitter, will be easy for me to be able to do. And so it's a free download on Ravelry. So she suggested the flax sweater. So it's from Tin Can Knits. You can either get the flax, which is I think a double knit wool that you use, or it's worsted weight, I can't remember now. And then the other one is a flax light, which use fingering weight yarns. So both are free downloads. It's really amazing. And I've already ordered that yarn. It should be here probably the next time we speak. So I am definitely going to start a sweater. That's my next challenge. So those two I acquired. And Adele, thank you so much for your assistance. Then I got a few things from Be Inspired. Chantal from Be Inspired. Let me show you that. And that also is destined for a certain project. So let me show you that. I got these 3 durable color cakes from Be Inspired. And look at this. This yarn is 55% cotton and then 45% anti-pilling acryl. But just look at this. This is beautiful. Right? And then look at this one. It's so soft and squishy. So this, I'm thinking, will become a trio blanket. And now I cannot remember who is the designer of the trio blanket, but I will include it in the description or in the information on screen. And I've been wanting to do a trio blanket for probably now more than a year. But I first have to finish the Thule blanket before I can now jump on another big blanket project. But this yarn, this is destined for the trio blanket. And then I also bought, so this is all money that I received for my birthday. Then I also bought this sock set from Be Inspired. It's the Esteriza yarn sock set, the Donna yarn. It's specifically dyed for Be Inspired. So it's a 20% kit mohair, 25% nylon, 55% superwash wool. It's a 4-ply sock weight. For 110 grams, you'll get 80 grams is for the main color, 30 grams is for the contrasting color. And for 180 grams altogether, you get 440 meters. So isn't this just beautiful? And I believe it was designed with this cat logo of Be Inspired in mind. And I think, Chantal, can't I buy this from you? I just love this label or this sticker. I want a sticker. It's so pretty. Anyway, so this is obviously going to be one of my socks. I need to knit socks so that next winter I don't get so cold. That is the plan. And then Chantal from Be Inspired also included this nice fudge, which I haven't eaten because I wanted to show you. And then this beautiful card, a thank note is on the back. Chantal from Be Inspired also has cats, so she just gets people with cats. Isn't that so pretty? I think it's awesome. All right. Then I also acquired a fade set. And I have a project in mind, which I'm not going to divulge now or tell you about now. But this fade set is from One of a Kind yarns. But look at how pretty that is. This green, dark green color, and it's also bright and beautiful, right? So this is from One of a Kind yarns. It is the Orenda base. It is a true blend cotton and bamboo mix. Fingering weight, 4-ply, 100 grams gives you 330 meters. And oh my goodness, I just cannot wait to start with this, really. You know that I'm a big bamboo and cotton fan, and she dyes the most beautiful things. So I am super excited about this fade set. It's just beautiful. All right. Then I got a few papyrus colors from Natural Yarns. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. This will be my first time that I will be using papyrus. I also want to make a summer top with this. That is the idea. I don't know which pattern as of yet. So papyrus is a cotton silk mix. 78% cotton, 22% silk. 50 grams gives you 1.7 ounces. Or no, 50 grams gives you 120 meters. Right, so I have all these subtle colors in here. I just bought a few, one of each color that I liked. And then also from Natural Yarns. Oh, actually I want to show you this. Look how beautiful is this paper, which they wrapped it in. All the Fynbos. It's so pretty. Look, there's a prettier. Oh, I just thought it's beautiful. Anyway, and then I bought Miss Lamotte yarns. I always wanted some Miss Lamotte yarns, so I bought this also from Natural Yarns. And oh, it's beautiful. Don't you think it's beautiful? Look at this. This is the Namib. It's the Namib double knit superwash merino. So for 208 meters, 100 grams, 208 meters. Oh, and this is, I don't have any plans for this. I just want to look at this for now. It's really beautiful. And then look at this color. This is Poppy. I believe this is the most famous of her dyes that she dyes. This is also a double knit superwash, not 100% hand dyed superwash merino, 100% yes, a double knit colorway Poppy from Miss Lamotte. She's in Cape Town, for all those Cape Town peeps out there. Oh goodness, I think this will become a shawl maybe. Or double knit socks. I don't know, but no, this cannot be socks. Maybe it can be. But this is beautiful. I mean, Namib and Poppy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm so excited. This will be, I just want to look at this for now. Yes, it's beautiful. All right. Then one of my Instagram friends, Edith Boucher, if you should follow her because she also makes beautiful things, and she's a great, it seems like she's a great, not seems, I think she's a great pattern tester. She does that all the time. If I see something, she's always testing a pattern for somebody. Anyway, she's from Pretoria, from the Woolhuis. She works there at the Woolhuis. It's a yarn store there in Pretoria. I believe in Pretoria, or is it now Gauteng? I know, Johannesburg, I'm not sure. Anyway, and she was visiting family in Bloemfontein, and she knows how much I love the rainbow yarns, which I had a giveaway in one of my previous episodes. And she was, I need to bring you some yarn. This reminds me of rainbows and you will probably love it a lot. So I bought one ball from her. And just look at this beauty. This is just beautiful. This grain pinks. Oh, it's beautiful. So the yarn is Yarn Art Flowers. It is, let me see, 55% cotton, 45% back, which I think is like an acrylic yarn. For 250 grams you get 1,000 meters. I can see a shawl. This is talking to me. It will be a shawl. I just love this. This is beautiful, and I have a thing for pinks lately. Everything needs to be pink. I don't know what is going on. I went through a blue phase and now I'm in a pink phase, and especially this dusty rose purpley pinks is just beautiful. So I bought this through her from Divorlace. Oh, Edith, thank you so much. It was so nice. I met up with her briefly, and we were just talking about yarn and projects. We should have a sit down with a cup of tea next time, Edith. Alright, so that is another yarn I got. Then I bought the mystery box from Esther's YarnCreations a while ago, and then it was delivered to me on Friday. So let me show you. You know I'm a big Esther's YarnCreations fan, right? So there was a few options. You could choose your options, and I used the option, it was a mystery rhythm music box set, right? With names of songs, and I used Purple Rain as my colorway. So before I show you the yarn, there's a note to say thank you, a packet of cookies. Look at the hearts, so pretty. Some coffee, then an oat choc cookie, a beautiful marker. That is just beautiful. And then, so this is the inside of the box, right? And then look at this yarn. So this was Purple Rain. So I chose Purple Rain, and just this, right, looks like Purple Rain, right? So this is the Cara base, 100% superwash merino, 4-ply sock weight. For 100 grams you get 400 meters, and it is so soft. I just love it. Look at those speckles of blue. It's beautiful. It's really Purple Rain. I love it. So pretty. I don't know what this will become yet. I want to really pick up my stash, or have a stash of merino wool, which I don't have really. So I want to just look at this for a while, together with this Miss Lamotte as well. I'm so excited. This is so pretty. Then, finally, I can show you my friend's gift. So I showed you the small bag and then the medium bag, and then this is the large bag that I got from my friend Anelle. And that flax sweater will be housed in here. Definitely. Look, there's my friend's name again. Stitched. Right? And then currently I'm keeping all the yarn balls for my father's blanket. The waiting blanket, I'm keeping it in here. This is what I'm keeping it for now. Oh, it's so beautiful. She knows I love good Afrikaans words. and sayings. I love good quotes. I'm a quote person. So this is just the most amazing gift. She always gives me the most amazing gifts. Thank you so much, Anelle. And then she made me a crochet hook roll. Right, I already opened it up. Here's my logo. And then look at this. Right, there's a note from her there. So my hooks are fitted in there. And it's exposed. It should not be like that. It's just beautiful. Right? Oh, this is such a special gift. So the crochet hook roll and the 3 project bags. Oh, look, this one also have space for the stitch markers. I just love that feature. Oh, this is the most special gift. She really made my day, my year actually, more than a year. Thank you so much, Anelle. All right. Then the last 2 acquisitions I got was 2 patterns. The one is from Crazy Sock Lady Designs. It's her new free pattern on Ravelry. It's the sock pattern, vanilla socks on magic loop, I believe, for DK weight socks. So that's quite nice, and it's a thank you from her to all of us for those that is buying her patterns. Even if you don't buy a pattern, it's a free pattern, so you can go and download it from Ravelry. So remember, I did my practice on DK socks, and I just adjusted her pattern with stitches to make provision for my acrylic DK socks. So I'm so glad that she actually brought out patterns with correct sizes to be able to work for DK weight yarn. And then the last pattern I bought just, when was it? Saturday? Friday? Saturday, I think, is from my friend Lynne from Crochet Classes Cape Town. It's her debut pattern. It is the anchor and sailboat interlocking pot holders pattern, and I'm so happy for her. We've come such a long way. We only know each other for less than a year, and then she debuted her first pattern on Friday. Congratulations, Lynne, I'm so happy for you, and it's such a beautiful pattern. I bought the pattern. I have not done interlocking crochet at all, and it's definitely something on my list for a future project. Just not now, but definitely later. I cannot wait. So yes, please have a look, and also look out for her pattern on Ravelry. All right. I think that is all the things I needed to say today. Yeah. So the sun has not set yet here in Bloemfontein. So if you've liked my podcast and you've been up to here, hopefully, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give my episode a like, and please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely and blessed time up until we see each other soon again. Thank you for watching. Bye.